Hey everybody, welcome to our first live ever streaming sound bath live from the Om Center in New York City. We're waiting for a few more people to join, so if you don't mind, just kick back, chill out, relax, and give a few minutes for the others to join the party. So. And I will take this moment to thank very greatly, highly, magnanimously Kevin Brown, who, as many of you know, he is a member of our community. He is the in-house sound bath specialist, and he has helped really create this. One of the reasons we actually didn't do the sound baths over quarantine and throughout the pandemic live streaming is because I used to work in a recording studio and sound's very important to me, and I knew we couldn't really get a great sound to this, so we hired a sound guy and Kevin worked with him to create the setup, and so it's not 100% like a recording studio, but it'll get you in the vicinity of what a sound bath is like. And some of you read our newsletter that we sent out today. We opened Om Center here in New York in October, I think it was 2019. And we were open for 5.5 months, and then the pandemic hit and we had to go into quarantine and shut down. But in that time, we offered sound baths and breath work, Yoga Nidra, which is a relaxation, it's like yogic sleep, meditation and chanting, and the only classes that filled up like this were the sound baths. And so I was surprised, and I had written in the letter today, I had joked with a friend of mine, like, I didn't realize we opened a sound bath center. And so I was wondering, well, clearly everyone likes sound baths. How can I encourage them to shift over, include some of the other things that we offer here? So we started adding a little meditation and a little breath work in the beginning of the sound bath classes. We'll do a little bit of a meditation today, but let me just check in and see if enough people signed on. Kevin, are we ready?
I've got 15 viewers.
We have 15, okay. So, okay, we're good. It's enough to start. So welcome everybody Friday night. Thank you for joining. Today is my birthday, and I'm not a big birthday person, but I was advised by people who are wiser than me that is important on one's birthday, and I'm saying this for all of you. It is important on one's birthday to allow others to celebrate your birthday with you, and do not deflect the energy, because in doing so, you allow all the people who give you good wishes for your birthday to up-level your frequency. So they give you good energy through their good wishes, and when you open your heart and allow that in, it also helps bring whatever karma that you have with someone to further along in its completion, and that it helps us remember that we are all in relationship with all the people around us, and the more that we recognize ourselves not just as a distinct being, but as interdependent in all of our relationships, that we can see ourselves in a bigger way, not as an isolated island, and that the family of our community and everyone that we are a part of is part of us too. And this is how we build compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others, and how we can start to care about others as we care about ourselves. So that's the birthday. That's the birthday wisdom and guidance. So we'll go ahead and start. I wanted to talk a little bit about sound baths. So some of you have experienced it, some of you are new to it. These bowls in particular were made by a family, a lineage of sound bath healers, and these are all hand hammered, which means that some of the bowls that you will see sold on the marketplace are made by an individual sheet that they cut and then they shape into a bowl, and then they kind of put a couple of hammer marks into it. But actually these are banged all the way in their making. It's kind of like a pottery, making a pottery wheel. And I have played the bowls for about 30 years, and I have only discovered these particular bowls about 4 or 5 years ago. And I have to say, when I first heard them, I never heard anything like it. There is an energy to these bowls that's pretty magnificent. And when you play the bowls, there's two aspects to the energy. One is the sound in and of itself, and then the energy that flows along with it. So with sound baths, there are broadly two types of sound baths. Now, this is not something you'll read out there. This is just something that I observe and witness, having been to many sound baths, is that some of them are more musical. So it's kind of like going to a concert. It's more of a listening, enjoyment experience. And then some of them are more meditational. And of course, running a meditation center, my bias is more toward, I enjoy the musical sound baths, but for the purposes of our classes, I tend to enjoy the meditational sound baths. And so the purpose of sound baths, now why is that? Because on the one hand, it's an enjoyable listening experience. On the other hand, one of the purposes of allowing yourself to participate in the sound bath is that you're moving yourself along in having an experience of the infinite. Now that's kind of a big statement, but how do we have an experience of the infinite? This is what we're working towards when we meditate. And so when you lie back and listen to a sound bath or sit back, however you want to enjoy it, what you're going to do in a meditational sound bath is listen to the sounds and see if you can follow them out as far as you can. And when you follow the sound out as far as you can take it, then your mind will drop into a relaxed state. And then the only other thing you want to do is, as you lie or sit, is let your energy just open up. Now, how do we do that? Some people are very contracted. So when you start opening your energy, you will feel your muscles release. And the best way to do this is simply to tell yourself, I don't have to hold everything in anymore. I don't need to hold in. I don't need to brace. I don't need to protect. All I need to do is let my energy flow out. And when you talk to your body in that way, your body will listen, and you'll feel little by little that a lot of that tightness will start to melt. And as your mind is relaxed by the vibration of the bowls, and your body starts to open up and release its contraction, this is how you start to have an experience of merging with the divine. So is there anything else I wanted to say? I think that's it. I think what we'll do is we will do a little bit of a meditation in the beginning, and then I'll have you lie down. And some people feel like as their body relaxes, they get a little cooler. So if you have a blanket or something or a throw that you want to put over you, or at least keep nearby, that would be a great idea. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. This is very weird talking to a camera. I know you're all out there, but it's a little different than Zoom. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we'll put your hands out with your hands up. Have them meet above your head, and gently bring your hands down, pressing your thumbs against your sternum. I will do 3 ohms together. Inhale. We set the intention for tonight's meditation and sound bath. May it help us open our hearts, release any tensions of our body and our hearts and our minds, and may it help us open up to the possibility and experience of merging with the infinite divine energy that flows through us and through all things and all beings. And allow yourself to feel the energy opening up within you. Separate your hands. You can put them face up on your lap in mudra if you like, thumb and index or thumb and third, or any other mudra that you've been practicing. And allow yourself to breathe slowly and quietly. And on the inhale, expand your belly first and then your chest. And on the exhale, have them come down together, keeping it slow and quiet. And as you breathe slowly and quietly, you will feel your body and your mind already beginning to relax. If you allow yourself to breathe so slowly that you can't hear the inhale or the exhale, it will allow you to go deeper. And soften the top of your head and your forehead. Soften your jaw and teeth and throat. Allow your shoulders to drop and your chest to become more flexible as you breathe. Soften your solar plexus and diaphragm. And release any bracing or holding from your abdominal area. Releasing any tension at your sit bones or your tailbone. And allowing any remaining tension to be released from your body all at once. And we'll do one final Om. And you can allow yourself to open up any remaining tensions. Let the Om flow through your body so all the cells in your body can feel the resonance of this chant. Inhale. Very good. And now you can lie down. If you're already lying, that's great. And enjoy yourself. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into whatever you're sitting or lying down on. Tune into your breath and just follow the sounds.
Adityaya vimahe Martandaya dhimahi Tanna Surya prachodayat. Om Adityaya vidmahe Martandaya dhimahi Tanna Surya prachodayat. Om Adityaya vidmahe Martandaya dhimahi Tanna Surya prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Allow yourself to just lie back and enjoy the state that you have found yourself come to through the course of this sound bath. And I will do a final Om for you. We dedicate any merit we may have generated through our sound bath practice today to the great enlightenment of all beings. May the vibrations we created emanate out into the world, activating the love, the self-love, the inner peace and harmony in all beings. May you remember always that as you come from the infinite into the relative world, you are a vessel channeling love and light into this realm. May love be infused with every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take. Remember always, it is love that creates and heals this world. And we all have the infinite capacity to love. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you next time, and much love to you all. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Is that good?